Hey guys, it's Alex here, and I'm back with my journey around the world with Bordeaux. We are now into our second season with them. We're just past the January transfer window, so I'm going to review what's happened this first half. Been with Bordeaux now for a year and a half, and it's been going pretty well actually. Better than I thought, seeing as when I took over we were fourth. So I'll take you through the transfers first. These are the transfers. These four here were agreed before. So Souza was agreed before by the other manager. He's out on loan at the moment. Um, then we brought my two were Demmer, well the two Germans I mean, and Horst Cotter coming in. And then Adair came on free. So also, but he's been in the reserves due to the fact that four non-Europeans are only allowed in the squad, and he's the fifth or sixth one, so he's in the reserves. But he is doing very well in the reserves. Got 9 goals, 11 man of the assists, 6 man of the matches, 8.03 average rating for the reserves there, which is pretty good. Then we signed Callum Stewart from Tottenham, who is a Scottish left back. So you don't really see that very often, a Scottish left back going to France. But yeah, he's actually very, very good. He likes Maggie Mackay as a manager. Oh, he's the Scottish manager, that's why. But yeah, he was bought from them. Well, he got on a free, so Tottenham did a good piece of business there. But he's a very good left back. That was one of the areas I wanted to improve our fullbacks. So he brought in. He's got very good mental stats actually there as well. Got some good technicals and some all right physical apart from jumping reach, and his strength's a bit off. But yeah, it's been a bit of a weird transfer window and well transfer season really because there isn't really that much available for a good price. So I haven't really been doing much. Next was Fernando Luzon for 1.7 or 1.9, 1.7 from Lanús, our feeder club. Someone bid and we also bid. So he comes in. He's an attacking midfielder. He's currently out on loan at Stade Rennais, so that's pretty good there. Then we had two players coming in on a free. First, Hans-Georg Hofstadter, who's a striker slash attacking mid. Got some good stats there. He hasn't really played that much this season. He got a bit mad when I didn't play him, but now I'll say so. But to be fair though, he's got 5 goals and 4 starts, and well, 3 of them have been pens to be fair. But he's not done too bad. Then also Carl Naylor, who is an English striker slash attacking mid. Got some very good technical stats up there. 18 finishing, 18 first touch, 17 heading. Very good there. He's done all right. 8 goals, 13 games there as well. So that was going in. Going out, we loaned some more players out. Souza and Falcioni went on loan to French clubs. Atanga got released. Michel Roberto, who is the really good Brazilian centre back, he's gone out on loan to Standard Liège. Francisco, our Brazilian winger, went out on loan to Olympia. We then sold Andre Ferri to Rayo for 9.75, which is very good for a 29-year-old right back who didn't really play for me much, and wasn't playing for me much. So that seven appearances there. So very happy to get 10 million from him. Then Luzon and Lisdorf went on loan. For some reason, Marseille bid for our backup goalkeeper, Algerian Youssef, 20 years old, so he just went out for 235k. So yeah, then quite a few more loans. Well, all the rest are actually loans. But yeah, so bringing in 10.5, spending about 11.8, not too bad there. So if we look at our squad, our general squad, this is normal squad, I guess. Maybe Gonzalez in for Puga, but that's the squad normally. Not Demo actually, but Batista on the right. But I'll just take through the fixtures. We've had a very good year. We had 3 pre-season tours. I think we went to Brazil, South Korea, and America to get that money coming in. Started off with a 2-0 win over Lille. Red card straight away for Diallo, an own goal, and Hector Bravo with a goal. Then we beat Valenciennes, yeah, 6-2. Villano, Hofstadter with 3 penalties, a hat-trick of penalties. Pretty crazy there. Torre and an own goal. Then we beat Lyon 4-0. Batista with a hat-trick and an own goal. It was 3 own goals. Like when I started the season, I was like 3 own goals in 3 games. But then we had a draw with Stade Rennais, 1-1 draw. Wasn't too bad. The best there. Villano with the goal. 2-1 win over Nancy Lorraine. Bravo and Villano. Then we had the Euro Super Cup versus Barca. We actually lost 2-1, unfortunately. An own goal by Sledzewiski first off, and then Ale with a goal. Petrosian got one back in the second half as a sub, obviously, but we couldn't get another one back. Look at Ale, he's so good. He's so good. 23 goals this season. He's just amazing. I wish I could have signed him for Atletico. But yeah, then we take on Marseille though. 3-1 win. Mason, Diallo, and Torre. We started our Champions League group. First time I've been in the Champions League with Bordeaux. 3-0 win over Steaua Bucharest. Diallo and Carl Naylor with two. We were 2-0 up within 2 minutes, which was pretty good. Then we played Havre. 3-0. Pedro Javier with two and Diallo with one. A 5-1 win over Toulouse. Krasniki, our Albanian centre mid. Diallo, Mason, and Hofstadter with one each. No, Diallo got two, but yeah. Saint Etienne was a 2-1 win. Remy Bernard and Batista with goals. Had Anderlecht away in our second group game. Batista got two. Viliano got one and another own goal to give us a convincing win away. Racing Club was a 2-0 win. Petrosian with both as he started a rare game but got two goals. He's a really good player for what he is. He's 25 as well, which is really good. Surprised he didn't got as many goals for his country, but yeah, he got some good stats overall, and he's always good to have on the bench. So that's normally where he is. Montpellier was a 2-0 win, another own goal, and Slizorski with a goal here. He was playing a lot. It was funny because he asked for a transfer because he wasn't getting enough first-time football, and then as soon as that happened, Hector Bravo, our Peruvian main left winger, gets injured for like 6 weeks, so he got like every game. But yeah, Sporting was a 4-1 win away. They were the last people in our group, so it wasn't too bad a group because we were a top seed from our Euro Cup win, I think. So that was pretty nice to avoid any of the big guns. Carl Naylor, Batista, Evillano, and Gonzalez with goals. Nice was a 5-0 win. Mason with two, Puga, Diallo, and Evillano with goals. 4-0 over Lorient, Slizorski, Diallo, Krasniki, and Petrosian. A 2-1 win at home to Sporting. Carl Naylor and Batista with the goals gave us pretty much assured qualification into the next round of the Champions League. Then we had Metz, which was a 2-0 win away, Petrosian with both of them. 5-1 win away to Monaco, which is a bit crazy here. We started off with getting the goal, and then it was 1-1, 2-1 by half time though, so it was going in the lead, and then suddenly, well, actually 3-1 at half time somehow. Petrosian got one, then Slizorski again, and then Petrosian got another, and Avila got one. It just sort of, it was a bit of out of the blue. Like, it didn't seem like it wasn't a deserved 5-1 win. It was sort of just we took our chances and they didn't. But then, I'm not complaining here. 3-0 versus Troyes. Batista with two and Krasniki with one. A 1-0 win away to Steaua was Gonzalez goal, and that pretty much assured us first place in the group. 2-1 win over Stad Malherbe Khan. Yeah. Claudian Demmer with his first goal for the club. Our German right winger. He also became the youngest goal scorer for Bordeaux. So a German-born right winger from Duisburg. Well, actually from Paderborn. So yeah, but pretty good there. He's showing a lot of potential early on. And then Mason with the goal there. Sochaux was a 2-1 win, Mason and Viliano. Then we lost PSG 2-1. Really unfortunate here. Jose and then Bravo got one at the 94th minute. To 10 men, they got a goal. Ridiculous. But if you look at that, we broke a record actually in, I think, Ligue 1. And for us, for how many games won in a row, we won like 18 games in a row. Let me have a look. I'll go to history. Records. Biggest win. Most games won in a row. Bordeaux, 14. So that's pretty good there. But yeah, that was really unfortunate to get the loss. But it was away, so it's kind of expected. But then Anderlecht was a 4-3 win, which is a bit of a close one. Closer than I wanted it to be. We actually took a 2-0 lead, and then they got brought back to 2-2. Then we made it 3-2, and then they made it 3-3, and then Diallo got one again to make it 4-3, and we held on from there. It was pretty poor defending by us, but we got through in the end. In the group, we finished top, 6 out of 6, 18-4, 5 against. Sporting finished second, and then Anderlecht and Steaua. So that's pretty good there. Valenciennes was a 2-0 win, an own goal, and Mason with the goals. Coupe de la Ligue, fourth round, was a Marseille win. Against Marseille was a win. Mason, Villano, and Diallo. 2-0 over Stade Rennais. 2-0 win. Toure and Carl Naylor with goals. French Cup ninth round was a 1-0 win over Stade de Reims. An own goal. There's been a lot of own goals for us, which is surprising. A 6-2 win over Lyon away, which is pretty crazy here. Batista with 4, Hector, Bravo, and Villano with goals. Coupe de la Ligue quarter-final against PSG. Surprisingly easy game, 2-0. Carl Naylor and Edwin Gonzalez gave us the win there. We actually had dominated them, which is a bit surprising for me. This has been a very much different season to last one. Wise, because I'll show you when it goes to the league table, but it's been very different. But yeah, then we played CS Sedan Ardennes, with a 5-0 win in the French Cup 10th round. Diallo, Batista, Pedro Javier, Pezzotto, and Hofstadter. I just want to say this name in German accent, but I don't want to because it just embarrasses me. But we continue. Nancy Lorraine was a 4-2 win. Carl Naylor was with 2. Batista with 2. Marseille was a 3-0 win. Villano, Batista, and Pedro Javier. Havre Athletic was Mason and Slidowski with goals there. So that is all the fixtures. We've had a lot of wins. We've been on very good winning runs. We're on a winning run now of about 10 games, which is very good. Not drawing. We only drawn, I think, yeah, we only drawn 1 this season. We've lost 2, which is very, very good for us. I think it's the teams just gel very well. I'll show you the league. Yeah, very different to last year. I think the thing is, last year we lost to the small clubs, but like drew and won against the bigger clubs. This year we've lost to PSG, and PSG have lost to the small clubs. They've lost 4 games compared to last season. They lost 2, and they've lost double that in nearly just over half the season. So we're on 70 points, 11 above PSG, which is a bit insane. And then Lille, Stade Rennais, Nice, Lyon, Marseille, Monaco are not doing very well at all. Down in 8th again. I think they sacked the manager already. So yeah, Saint Etienne down in the relegation zone as well. That's a bit of a weird one. But yeah, so that is the league so far. If I show you the stats for the league, we're nowhere in goals or assists. Lyon, Gibson, Tassari, Etienne, Guerin, and then PSG with Portal and Li Jingdao, who's just an amazing player. Look at that. I'd love to have him. But we got the average rating. Toure, Mason, and Batista up there. Guillermo Fernandez is on shots on target ratio. I want to show you actually. Monaco have quite a few of my previous players. They have Mauricio Ayer, our right back, who they bought from Monaco for 22.5 million. They have Adnan Abdullahi, who we had with Flamengo quite a while ago. Look at that. Bought him for 3.3 million. Loaned him out twice. Went to Dynamo Kiev, then Ajax, and now finally to Monaco. They have Yahya Al Dosari, who's retiring this year, who we sold for 5 million to Monaco while we were actually there. Then we have Guillermo Fernandez as well, who we sold for 33 million to them. I think was there another one? No, I think that's it. But 4 players, previous players we come up against. So pretty cool, I say, in that way. So that's been pretty good. But yeah, so I think otherwise, take you through our club and how well we're doing. So Demo's definitely, he's getting a lot of starts now, which is pretty cool, seeing as how well we're doing. We've had a few wanted people. Edwin Gonzalez, which is a pretty cool one. He's Colombian. We brought him in last year, I think if you remember. 6.5 million. We got 25 million bids from Fulham and Arsenal in the transfer window for him, so it definitely shows he's improved a lot. Still looking for a backup goalkeeper. We have like Romain Duval as our backup goalkeeper. So yeah, it's just no one's on the market at the moment for the right price. Everyone's just all like way too much money, or they're not good enough for what they are. But yeah, so that's the squad. I'll show you through the stats of the squad, who's got like most goals and whatnot. So goals wise, Batista, take out the reserve and under 19s. Batista's got 18, Villan's got 11, Mason's got 9. Very spread out this year. 8, 8, and 5, 5, 4, blah blah blah. Assist wise, Villano's got 14. Not as in goal scoring form, but more assists. Batista's definitely taken the reins this year. 12 assists, along with Bravo with 12. average rating, Edwin Gonzalez, Torre, to both centre backs, which is very nice to see. We haven't conceded that many, to be fair. Like we've only conceded. Let's go to the stages. Only conceded 16 so far, which is very good. But yeah, so we got 13 games to go. We could actually beat PSG's record for 100 points. That would be pretty cool. It'd be a bit weird, but I'm not too sure what to do. I'll show you who we have in the other fixtures actually. We got Valenciennes in the Coupe de la Ligue semi-final, FC Metz in the French Cup 11th round. We've got FC 20 in the Champions League first knockout round. As you can see, there are the clubs there. Atletico take on Roma, who former club obviously. I'll show you what they've done. Alfredo finally came in for them. He looks so good. Like I wish I was managing him, but he looks so good. Then they brought in a few other players. They brought in a player from PSG actually, a very good striker for 27 million. Borges in the summer, I think the January transfer window, 19 million, not 19, 13 million. They sold Mark Roma to PSG. I was actually in bid for him because he's become a very good player. 23 years old. Doesn't even get played that. He hasn't been played by them, which is really annoying for me. Like I put a bid in for him and he chose them instead of us, which is quite annoying. But yeah. And then they also sold a player I bought, Tanguy Bouchez, for 30 million to Chelsea. So 6.5 million from Wrestling Club, then to Chelsea. I'm gonna say pretty good business there. Even though I didn't sell him, I probably wouldn't have sold him that early. So they took the money where they could, but they're doing well. Well, not as well as last year. They're second to Real Madrid at the moment, but they haven't lost, which is kind of cool. But they've made a lot of draws. But yeah, so it's kind of cool to look at my other clubs, really. I always follow them in the Champions League and whatnot. But yeah, so yeah, I think that's it generally. Nothing really going on. Finances are pretty crap at the moment. Hopefully, if we win the league or something like that, it'll give us some more money. Show you my history, I guess. Again, there isn't actually a French like Winners' Cup, so still on the same sort of thing. I do have keep tabs on all my players that I like. As you can see with players, I put nicknames. So if a player comes to the youth system, I put a star, and if they leave the club, I put a little apostrophe. So I can search that up and go through players that aren't at the club anymore if you want me to, whenever you want to do that. And I don't know whether to stay at Bordeaux after the season, especially if they're in the league, because that was the sort of the aim to push PSG out of the top spot. And it's not the best interesting, I guess, in France really. I want to see if I can go somewhere else, but I don't know whether like 2 seasons is too short, or maybe go for a third season. But yeah, so I want you guys' views on that. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been Alex, and I'll see you guys later.